Welcome, welcome everybody. We are in Keep It Simple day number 39. We are going to be hitting up a plank day. If you don't plank, don't worry about it. I'll give you some alternates along the way. But we're going to start on our foam roller. And we're going to go into the upper body first. Place the roller behind your head at the base of the skull. And just close your eyes, relax a second. Tuck your pelvis back so you feel your back lengthen. The tailbone almost kind of tucks under and up toward the back of the knees. Not crazy, but just a little tuck. Should feel nice on your back. And then let your head rock left and right. Take some breaths, just relax. We're going to get our heart rate up a little bit today and definitely be grabbing in through the core. Good. All right, and then roll your roller on down to your upper back. We're going to kind of focus on the upper side of the back. So roll down and up, just from your upper mid back all the way up to your traps as high as you can. Good, up and down. Up and down. Good, back and forth, just right there. Lean a little bit more to one side and then the other, getting up into those traps. Good. And then we'll move the roller on down toward the mid back, and then up. Grab into that core. You want to protect your low back. Again, kind of roll a little bit more onto one side and then the other. Feeling good. Okay, we're going to hit those glutes. Just small little section of the glute. Nice and high up toward the top of the pelvis. And then lower down, back and forth. Good. And then, oh, there's a little spot. If you feel a spot, hang out on it. Otherwise, you can go ahead and move on to your other glute. I'll move there now, leaning more onto that other side. Oh. Try to keep that breath going. Inhales and exhales. The mosquitoes hovering. Go away. Again, if you find a little spot, hover there. All right. And then I'm going to go into the calves, and then we'll be done with our rolling for today. Hopefully you're figuring out some other times of day. Maybe I think right before bed. It's a perfect time. Get an extra little roll on. I tend to sleep better, or at least wake up with less stiffness. It's good for those worked muscles. Good. Take one leg, and if you're okay with the pressure, cross it over your other. Just a little extra pressure on that calf. We're going to be hitting up mountain climbers and plank jacks today, so we'll be getting into the calves. Good thing to kind of roll them out here before we get there. All right, if you're leveling off on one, go ahead and hit the other. Relax your foot if you can. Helps keep that muscle relaxed, the calves. Oof. Nice job. All right, get rid of your roller, and we're going to flip it over and stretch through the wrists and the forearms. All right, so nice big spread open fingertips. Make them nice and wide, the fingers nice and wide apart. Point your first finger straight ahead and then really push into your thumb and first finger. As we're planking today, you want to make sure that you're in this position with your hands, right? So a lot of times we end up leaning to the outer edges of our palms and kind of putting more pressure on the pinky side of the hand. We want to have an even weight distribution throughout the palm. So really pushing into your thumb and first finger. Stretch forward, hold a second. Okay, and then sit back on your toes, turn your fingertips toward your knees, and then you're going to bend your right and left elbows if you can. We've been working on forearm stretching for a few series now, so hopefully you're getting better, feeling more flexibility through those forearms. I know when I first started stretching, my wrists didn't look pretty, didn't feel very good either. All right, turn your fingertips toward your knees and then the palms face up towards your shoulders. And then just sit back with as much pressure as your wrists are okay with. That's it. Rotate the elbows in and out. Awesome. Okay, and then let's go ahead and press up into our downward facing dog. Gear up for that work on the arms and hands. So there is a tendency in planks for your shoulders and arms to take a lot of the work. And we really want to try our best to get away from that. It takes a lot of thought, it takes a lot of focus, and it takes work on your part. So there's an aspect of trying to figure out the development of the triceps, the back muscles, the serratus anterior behind your armpits, and then on up through the back to get into the core so that a plank isn't a lot of work on the shoulders. Don't get me wrong, you'll definitely feel it. Your shoulders have to be able to support that upper body there into the plank. But if you can get your hands screwed into the ground with the elbows pointing back at your toes, tailbone tucked under, then you'll put more work into the triceps and the upper back. So when you're in a plank, when you're in your plank jacks or mountain climbers, shoulders need to be super far up over your fingertips. If your butt is up at all, or if you're pushing back, you're going to start putting the work more into the shoulders and you're going to start sliding. So if you notice that you're slipping or sliding, chances are that your body weight is not pushed far enough forward over your fingertips. Okay, so I'll give us a little rundown of what we're going to be doing, and then I'm going to give you alternates because I know not everyone works well with planking. If you would like to hit some bird dogs or cat-cow along the way, feel free. Okay, so we're going to be doing plank jacks on the ground in a plank position. Otherwise, you're going to be doing jumping jacks. Then we'll be hitting up a side plank shooting star. So everything will start contracted here, and then you're just a star shooting out. You have 5 points: arm, head, arm, leg, leg. Okay, if you can, try to stay on your hand and knee, or you can lie all the way onto your hip and kind of hit the same rotation or the same motion, right? Leg and arm coming up together. Otherwise, you can also stay standing. Again, grip and grab through the core. You're going to need to find that isometric flexion and get it here from the top. Okay, then you're going to do a side plank hip dip. If you do not do a plank, you're going to stay hands and knees and pull your your hip and your shoulder together. Okay, so this is kind of an awkward move for some people. They're letting their hip hinge super far to the side. It's not what we're doing. You're taking your hands and knees position, okay, and then you're just crunching. So if you look in the camera or if you look in the video, you shouldn't be able to see my hips leaning out to the side. It's just a little crunch. So it's like you're doing an oblique crunch on the side. Next up, we'll be doing mountain climbers from the ground. So if you don't do mountain climbers, you can do high knees. And then we're going to be doing a Ticktock plank and a body saw. Okay, so instead of your Ticktock plank, you can do your bird dog. You'll just switch side to side here, 10 per side. And then instead of your body saw, if you can do a down dog, holding your core, maybe hinge forward a little bit, just tuck in and push back, great. Otherwise, you can do a cat-cow, really focusing on those transverse muscles. All right, bring your arms up overhead, relax through the neck and shoulders. We're going to give our wrists and shoulders some breaks throughout as well as our core. All right, let's get started. So we're going to do our plank jacks. We're going to go for 40. The focus is on your core staying strong and your speed, not your distance with your legs. So nice, high, solid plank first, and then jump in and out. Keep the glutes strong. 40. We haven't done those in a while. All right, onto your hip or onto your elbow. We're going to do our shooting stars from the side. Open the chest. Arm and leg both lift. The tendency is to go fast, and we don't want to go fast here. Take your time. Build the muscle. Time under tension. There's 6. Try to make sure that your top toe isn't turning up toward the ceiling. 8, 9, 10. All right, roll to the other side. Get your shoulders set right on top of the elbow. Make sure the hips are nice and high. Here we go, 1. Next round, we'll start on this side. Second side is always a little tougher. 8, 9, 10. Those are always surprisingly hard. All right, back to that first side. Find your side plank, and then you're going to do your hip dip. Remember, otherwise you'll be on your hands and knees doing your little hinge, your little accordion grab, but the focus is the obliques. 9, 10. Trying to keep the top leg straight, hips tucked. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 10. All right. Back into our front plank. We're going to be hitting up mountain climbers. 40 per side, 80 total. Take little breaks along the way if you need. Make sure you're feeling the core contract to hold your support. 10. 20. 30. 40. Good job. All right, now we're going to hit up our Ticktock planks and our body saw. All right, elbows down. Tuck in through the tailbone. Rotate side to side. Otherwise, you're in your bird dog. Keep your shoulders up over your elbows. 8, 9, 10. Take a break if you need. Otherwise, adjust for your body saw. You have to flex your glutes and tuck the hips under. These are another one that generally we want to fly through, speed our way through. Slow down. Make the body work. Get that belly to grab tight. 7, 8, tuck in. 9, 10. Oh, all right. Take a little puppy dog pose. So your knees are on the ground, but your butt is up and you're stretching through those shoulders. There we go, friends. There was a round. Super good. Let's head into the next one, starting off with plank jacks or jumping jacks. Shoulders up over the wrist. Lengthen the back. Feel the core tuck in. 10. Whew, which is 40. Count it in sets of 10. Okay, we're going to do our shooting star side plank. Remember to start on that second side. Here we go. Find that oblique. Hold the front of the belly strong. Feel that rectus abdominis support. Your glutes support. 8, 9, 10. Whew. Good job. Here we go. Something about moving that arm also makes it just a little tougher. Have to grab a little more balance. 3, 2, 1. Back to the first side. Make sure that you're staying in a position the hips can stay up, nice and high at that top position. 4, 5, 6, 10, 2, 3, 4. Stack up those hips. 8, 9, 10. Whew. Take a little second. Mountain climbers are next. 40 per side. Try to keep your body super still in that solid plank. Don't forget we want even weight distribution on those palms. Set up your high plank and go. Whew. Especially if you force the body to pull those knees all the way in. All right, TikToks and body saws. Flex and hold. Shoulder heads come up past your elbow crease. 10. All right, take a little break this time. I don't want to rush my saws. I want to keep my big flexions. Here we go. Two, 3, 4, 5. Find the core. You should be feeling the core. You have to put the work in the core. You have to force it to grab there. 8, 9, 10. Oi. Burn, baby, burn. Good job. Grab those hands behind the back. Open your hands away from the hips. Good job. 2 sets down. All right, keep that core running strong. Back at the top. plank jacks for 40. Ready, set, and go. Tuck your tailbone. $40. All right, side plank, shooting stars. Such a happy name. Expressive. Check in with the body. Feel the muscle building. 10. Roll it over, set it up, and go. 2. 2 to go. 9. 10. Could have kept going. I would have gotten sloppy. Would have lost my stack. Try to keep your top leg straight. 10. Other side. Oh. 10. Good job. Mountain climbers are next. Find your pace. Stick with it. If you need to take a break, take a break. Place the work in the core. Remember, the more you keep your shoulders forward, body stable, the more you'll feel in that core. Got to tuck that tailbone, engage the glutes. All right, TikToks and body saws. Here we go. Keep both elbows evenly pressed into the ground. Okay, body saws next. Alrighty. Tuck that tailbone. Flex the glutes. Then focus the abdomen. Seven, 8, 9, 10. You're getting tougher. All right, let's find that puppy dog pose. Reaching the arms, booty up nice and high. Flare up through those shoulders. Nice job, nice job. right, take a quick thread the needle, and then we're going to go one last set. We're going to get it. Like in these 4-set days, get through that third set. And then when your brain or your body kind of doesn't want that fourth, but you know you can do it, it's right where we want it. Know we can do it. It's going to be the challenge. All right, shoulders up over the wrists. Plank jacks to start. Here we go. Forty. All right. Shooting star. We got it. Set it up. Get what you came for. Even if you're just holding a side plank by now, that's fine. 10. 10 per side. You got it. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that second side is so easy to compensate on. Don't let it happen. All right. Side plank dips. Make sure you're stacked up. 1, 5, 6, 9, 10. What are you using to lift? What are you contracting and holding on to support the lower? 9, 10. All right. Mountain climbers for 40 or whatever you got. Oh. Whew. Okay. TikToks and our bodies. Set that core. Don't let it go. And 10. I could get some sloppy saws if I went straight in, but I don't want sloppy saws. It's kind of a fine line of mentally wanting to just push and get it done with. Sometimes that's good. And then stopping and forcing yourself to take a break so that you can get a better last set. That break facilitated much better core flexion right here. I'm not feeling much in the shoulders at all, which at this point is shocking. 7, feeling my core. All the work. 9, 10. Oh, nice job. We made it. All right, take that puppy dog again one more time. Reach those arms nice and far forward. Get your butt up in the air. Elbows off the ground, forehead on the ground. Shift around in those shoulder joints, in your scapula. Just feel the different stretches. Okay, we're going to stretch our hip flexors from our mountain climbers. So right leg forward, slide in, left arm comes up, and lean a bit. Relax the neck and shoulders. Tuck your tailbone. Gently engage the core. Nothing crazy, just gentle. Hold 30 seconds. Last 10, 9, 8. Keep that stretch. And then hinge back. Toe comes up, level the hips. Lean over that hamstring. Shoulders slide down. Stretch forward. Awesome. Okay, switch it up. Other side. Find your hip flexor just like we did on the other side. Tuck the hips under. Oh, already. Slide forward. Tuck your tailbone. Reach that right arm up. Small little lean. 30 seconds hold. Good job. 4 rounds. Been liking our 4 rounds we've been able to get through the last couple days. Super duper good. Keep tucking that tailbone. Feel that hip flexor open. Reach the arm. Okay, and then shift back. Toe comes up. Level the hips. Reach the chest toward your toe. Nice job. Whoa, I definitely feel that core. No matter what layer might be residing on top of the core, be proud of your core strength and ability to flex. And then follow up. Let's go into our low squat. Follow up with solid nutrition. And then as time goes on, you'll realize and recognize and have the reality of less of a layer on top of those abs. You'll have more definition, visual definition. You'll be able to see your hard work, not just feel it yourself. But you have to stay consistent. You have to follow up with nutrition. And don't con yourself into thinking that some things don't matter. Every small things matter, one way or the other. Adds to your ultimate success or your ultimate unsuccess. I was going to say demise, but that sounds too awful. All right, everything adds up one way or the other. Great work. I'll see you again tomorrow.